Hello and welcome. This video is to help you decide which electric football figures will help you out for the beginner. Just getting started in the hobby, maybe looking for some figures, maybe you want to paint, maybe you just want to start playing. Hopefully this video will help you out in getting started and maybe later on get into some more advanced techniques. Let's get started on looking at some figures that'll help you out. So, let's get started with the Tudor Mean 13 figures. These figures come in a bunch of different positions, come in a pack. They're pretty easy to paint up pretty well. Here's a couple painted up that I did. Paint up pretty well. There's no decals on this figure at all. Everything is painted. Everything is easy to get to. Pretty simple paint job, not too much shading or anything. Let's move on to the Excalibur figures. These figures are usually overlooked. They come in red and white, blue and white, or all red and all blue. Pretty good for old or new uniforms. Some of them have movable arms. Pretty good figures, pretty cheap. Paint up really well. I did a nice set of XFL Vipers. Turned out pretty well. Now these are the best for the beginner. These are the old Tudor figures you used to look in the catalogs. They have Hong Kong, Haiti, Miggle figures. They all the Fab Five positions. You can buy all of these in any team you want. Home and away uniforms come pretty standard. These are probably the ones you remember from your childhood. Pretty easy to find on eBay or anything. Same thing, these are the newer ones. The Haiti Repro figures usually come a little more detailed. They have the stamp helmets and everything like that. They're perfect for the decals I showed earlier. Buy the figures, slap the decals on, you're ready to play. Same thing. These can be found on the websites, Google search, anything. They're pretty readily available. And the Haiti Repro, the newer ones with a little more detail, they paint up nice. This is a team of Saints I did a while ago. Water slide decals and hand painted. Let's move on. Some more Tudor Fab Five figures. You probably have seen these too. These come in red, white, yellow. You can paint these in anything you want. I'll be making a video of those later. Pretty comparable. Same thing as all the other figures. You can mix and match your teams, add your favorite players or whatever. Let's move on to some old figures. If you're into nostalgia or older teams, you can find these pretty cheap. The old Gotham figures, they're kind of flat. But this guy has a broken arm. But they also paint up well. And if you're a collector or a painter, use them to practice. They're cheap. This is Nork oranges I painted a while ago. Thought it came out pretty cool. And you got the old Tudor True Action figures, which are actually the first electric football figures. They're kind of a cheap pot metal, I guess. I don't know. But same thing, if you like the old figures, you want something to practice on, they're great. Here's an old Syracuse team I painted on a while ago. Like I said, just for fun, just for practice. Same thing, some more Tudor True Action figures, the next generation, the plastic red and yellow ones. These are have a little more dimension. They're not as flat as the metal ones. But I love these guys for the old teams. I was happy Tudor put this figure right here on their 70th anniversary headliner. It's an old 1925 Giants figure. But these paint up really good. Like, again, you don't have to be shooting for the moon, looking for the perfect player. Just some practice, and it's electric football. So hope you enjoy. Also, these are the uniform new Tudor figures. As a painter, I'm not a big fan, but these come skin tones painted, everything, and they have decals in here that are actually the whole uniform, and you can get home and away teams. Again, all this stuff is found on a Google search. You can find websites on eBay, Marketplace, whatever. They're ready and available. So if you want to get started playing, this is the perfect startup kit for you to pick through for a beginner. I'll be making another video on some painting and some custom figures, but here's a few teams and a few stuff you guys can look through, and I hope this helps you out. Enjoy the show.